I'm still Judy from the block. With the curler, it wasn't even curly no more.
Like summer, you're everything I ever wanted. You give me feels that you do. No one can do it like you.
Everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Taryn. This is My Life as Taryn. Hey. So, for all my returning family members, you already know I have not been on YouTube for, I mean, I just uploaded some videos, but some of those were like kind of old or whatever. So I have not been on YouTube, I want to say, for kind of maybe a few months. Pretty much the whole semester, I was not on YouTube. Like, I was not on YouTube. I was in reality or whatever. So I was basically just like in reality. Like, I was, y'all, school is a lot. I'm actually going to like kind of give y'all a life update, a detailed, semi-detailed life update on what was going on, where I was at, what's going on with my hair. Cause y'all, you like literally, I've never worn weave, wigs, braids before, ever. Like, you can backtrack on my Instagram posts, you can look at all my old videos. I've always straightened my hair or wore it like semi-curly. So this is like a huge deal, and we will get into that as well. So further ado, let's get started. So I wrote down some notes, just some things that I want to remember to touch on, topics that I might go into semi-detail about or whatever. Let's start with school, y'all. Let's start with school. As most of y'all know, I got accepted into Texas State University, which was an absolute huge blessing. I am so thankful that I got into that institution because your girl is almost done with her bachelor's degree. Going into Texas State, I was kind of like, I wouldn't say all over the place of what I wanted my major to be, because I knew for sure my major was going to be something communications. I wasn't sure if that was mass communications or if it was going to be something like communication studies. I don't know. I didn't know prior to selecting my classes. Prior to selecting my classes when I got accepted into Texas State. And I also don't remember if I touched on this in a separate video. I don't remember. But if not, I decided to choose public relations as my major and communication studies as my minor. So when I graduate, it will be Taryn Jones, Bachelor's of Science in Public Relations with a minor in Communication Studies. Yeah, that made me sound smart. I ain't gonna lie, that like really made me sound so smart, like for real. All jokes aside, y'all, I chose public relations because honestly it really just goes into the realm of kind of what I already do for individuals that I know personally, and just where the line, like I just feel like that is something I already do, first of all. Secondly, it just goes with my passion of like representation, brand. Like, what does this look like? Let's think about things from several different perspectives of how, yeah, this is how I feel, this is my perspective, but this is also my views and my, you know, values. But, you know, somebody might look at it in a different manner because they have different views and different values. So it just kind of like went perfectly. Also, it's not something I have to stay like super corporate in. I could branch off and have my own business in public relations. So that was my real like genuine like, okay, I want something that, of course, corporately, but something that I could do and create my own business in. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want it to just, I was looking further ahead into the future. Like, okay, yeah, I do want to go into corporate. I do want to, you know, work for a big company and do that for a while, but I also do want to have my own business. And how can I apply this into my own business? So that being said, like I just said, my major is public relations. And let me just pause. So public relations is basically building beneficial relationships between an organization and the public. So the thing is, a true honorable public relations practitioner is not going to spin things or make things seem as though they're not. That's just the truth, okay? Anybody, a public relations practitioner with integrity and good character, will be like, hey, this is a bad idea. If our organization has integrity, we're not going to do this. That's just period, point blank. So I just want to touch on that because everybody believes public relations, like, oh, we gotta spin things, oh, let's make things seem as if they're not, and I ain't about that life. I'm just not. Nope, I'm just not about that life. So I wanted to touch on that. That was like kind of the career portion I wanted to touch on. Now let's talk about school. School, y'all. So for everybody who's been watching me for a while, you know I've been in school since 2019, y'all. Spring 2019 is when I started college. I was going to a community college, and I just recently got accepted last spring, you know, this one that just passed, into Texas State University, which was amazing. Like I said, they don't play no games at these universities. These universities ain't nothing to be played with. Like, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. They do not care. They want your money. They want your money. I'm just being honest. Like, they don't give you no reminders. You really have to be on your P's and Q's. For sure. It is a lot tougher than, way tougher than any like community college. I'm being honest with y'all. And the fact that I was on campus, I really enjoyed that experience, and I'm glad I got to have that experience, and I'm glad it's over. Yeah, so returning for summer classes and fall classes of 2022, your girl will be online. Still gotta pay the same amount of tuition, which is very ghetto, but I will be online, which works out great because, y'all, like, I was driving an hour to campus and an hour home every day, pretty much, like every day. And when you get to campus, it's not like I was considered a commuter. So it wasn't like I could just park anywhere on the campus. Like, they had designated parking areas. So I could only park where commuters could park, and I had to take the shuttle or walk everywhere I went. Now, for those who are very unfamiliar with Texas State, they built this place on a hill and a lot of slopes. And yeah. So, unfortunately, I didn't lose any weight walking all those hills. I did not. I'm just gonna be quite honest. But I'm super happy I got the experience. I'm super happy I could say I was on a college campus. I'm super happy to say, like, I got to see a university. I had never been to a university prior to that, like even a visit. So it was cool. It was, honestly, I feel like everybody should have that experience in life at least once, especially for these young kids, because y'all know I'm 27. But everybody should have that experience. I will say that, like, I really want my kids to be like, okay, even if you don't go like fully through college, I want you to go to a university and stay on campus and have that experience to just, because once you move from home, sidebar, once you move from home and you really get to like be on your own, that's a completely different experience. Like, you're slowly becoming into your own person. So that's school. I do plan to graduate next year. So 2023, I will be officially done with my bachelor's degree. I'm not too sure if I'm going back for my master's. We will see. That is kind of the plan, but we'll see what happens. I'm not putting nothing set in stone, but I will be officially done and college graduate 2023. So let's touch on this hair right quick. Do you like it? Do you like it? Because I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never had braids before. And as soon as the dude was done, like, I was just like, who is that? Y'all, my husband love it. He loves it. Like, he's never seen me in braids. Yeah, even when we went to high school together, he would see me, like, I never had braids. I never had weave. Like, I've never had anything besides my straight hair, or a little curly sometimes. How we got to this point, y'all, my hair wasn't breaking off. My hair was, for the most part, good. If you've watched my last vlog, I showed y'all what my hair looks like way after I decondition it. Like, I still have a lot of curls or whatever. The issue I was having was one side was completely heat damaged, y'all. I felt like, not even one side, but like the top half, completely heat damaged. I felt like it needed time to heal. My hair needs time to completely heal and have that snapback and just be protected. And I feel like that's kind of like a season I'm going through in life right now. God is kind of like working his way through me, but that's a whole different video. My hair. So I was like, okay, I was straightening it, I was flat ironing, I was curling it with the curling iron. Y'all, my hair literally could not take any more heat. It really literally could not. Like, this side wasn't even curling no more with the curling iron. With the curling, it wasn't even curling no more. So I was like, bruh, all right, I know what needs to happen. I know what I need to do. I'm not sure if I'm ready, because my plan was to, like, low-key, like, do the big chop when I turn 35. And I was like, but we're here now, and this is what's going on now, so this is what we need to address now. So I decided, okay, well, let me go ahead and cut it. Go ahead and cut it. And if you watch the last vlog, I believe it's the last vlog, no, the vlog before that one, kind of like giving y'all a video that this is like a little bit more current to today, because today is like May something, 20th or something. Then you saw my hair wet, and after I had cut it, so it's not like I cut it a lot, but my hair was like down here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. It was like down here, and now it's like right here. So that's kind of like a big chop. Like, for me, that's a big chop. So yeah, we're just going through the process of healing it, keeping heat off my hair. And my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they get their hair braided, you know, quite often. Like, they have a lot of hair, both of them, like ton of hair. And so they both get their hair braided often. And so I asked my mother-in-law, I was like who braid y'all hair? Because first of all, the braids be fancy, like cute, like super cute. And she told me, and so I went and got mine done. Y'all, thank you, lovey. Oh, that's another thing. So Bailey picked out a name for Babe's mom, my mother-in-law, and she decided she want to call her Lovey. So my mom is Yaya. Bailey's other grandma is just grandma, and then Roy's mom is Lovey, which I think is freaking adorable. Like, we were just sitting at the table, sidebar, but we were sitting at the table, and Bailey, we were at his mom's house, sitting at the table eating, and Bailey just puts her food, her fork down, and she wipes her mouth, and she was like, Miss Erica, I know what we're gonna call you. And she, like a grown person, y'all. It was so funny. And she looked at her, she's like, what? She was like, we're gonna call you Lovey. Your name is Lovey now. And we were just like, okay. Because honestly, Bailey did not pick anybody else's name. My mom, I picked out my mom's, you know, name, Yaya. And then Bailey's other siblings picked out, you know, her grandma's name, Grandma. And so Bailey picked out Lovey, which the rest of me and Babe's kids will call his mom Lovey. The camera looks a little bit different. I ran out of space, so I had to figure that out. Yeah, so Bailey got to name, you know, pick the name for what all the rest of her siblings are gonna call my husband's mom. So that's super exciting. Her name's Lovey. Let's talk about why I love YouTube. Just real quick, I just want to touch on it. I don't want to like make this a super long video. So I left YouTube temporarily, let's be clear, because I kind of felt like I was low-key having an identity crisis. Like, I know who I am in Christ, okay, let's be that, but like the season has shifted so quickly and I did not know like how to relate to you guys anymore, because like most of you guys, from what I'm understanding, are single mothers. Like, that's how y'all got here. Y'all know all my videos were grounded in, you know, basically faith and being a single mother. And so I was like, wow, I'm not a single mom anymore. What do I even talk about? Like, I can't talk about being a wife and being married because I ain't did that, I mean, for that long. So I can't like what is it? So I felt like it was all up in here. It was the enemy like really trying to get to me. Where were these videos going? Like, what direction? I knew as a single mom at the time where the direction we were kind of going. It was to, you know, show other single moms that you can live your life in Christ and be a good representation of your daughter. You ain't gotta be like the city girls. No offense to them, just saying. You don't have to present yourself in that way or whatever. That was the whole spectrum of my life as Taryn in the beginning. And so I kind of was like, where is this going now? What direction? And now that I look back, that was just the enemy trying to defeat me, trying to be like, okay, you're unrelatable now, blah, 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 blah. Which is totally not true. I'm showing my life from a different perspective of, I was a single mom for 5 full years. And then, you know, my husband came in the picture, and now I'm not a single mom. So I think now the content is going to be more focused on, I wouldn't even say like a blended, it kind of is a blended family when you think about it, because I've been reading this book, David and Tamla Mann. What is it? Us Against the World. It's a marriage book pretty much. And they talk about how they are blended and blessed because, you know, David had 2 children, you know, that do not belong to his wife Tamla. But collectively, they have 4 kids, and they all say that those are their 4 children. Even if some are not biologically linked, those are their kids. And they see it no other way. They have a bond. And so that's kind of where like the direction is going. Like, y'all, my husband is raising Bailey. And to like not go into too much detail, but just to give y'all like a surface level understanding, that's pretty much the only man in her life. Like, that's pretty much the only man that pays for anything, who takes her to school, who has any relevance in her life. I'm just gonna put it like that. Like, that's who's taking care of her, that's who's raising her. And so I don't really see the situation as, well, you know, your husband is Bailey's stepdad, blah 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 blah. No, that's Bailey's dad. You can't tell me otherwise. That's Bailey's dad. Bailey will tell you that's her dad. And that's where we are. We are semi-blended. And if you think about it, everybody's marriage is blended. Everybody's family is blended, because you took 2 different individuals that were raised 2 separate ways, and you came together to raise children. So everybody's family is technically blended, if you want to be technical. So that's just kind of where we are in that situation. And that's kind of where our videos will be going. Well, my videos will be going moving forward. That's one of the reasons why I left YouTube. Another reason is, yeah, I was just busy. I was so tired. I was busy having to actually drive to campus was a lot. Driving there and back, and then still having to come home and cook and clean, and you know, the expectation of homework. And y'all, my statistics class, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was done. I talk with my hands a lot, so if y'all are new, I'm sorry. I'm just I talk like this. So yeah, it was a lot, y'all. I was just really busy. Bailey, as y'all know, she goes to a charter school, and they are very grounded in education, no excuses, get it done. So sis had a lot of homework. Now she know how to add, subtract, read and write, and all the alphabet and the numbers and all of that, which is fantastic. But that means there was like a huge role the parents got to play in that part. Like, we were doing her homework every night, and we were doing my homework. Well, I was doing my homework every night, but you know what I'm trying to say. So that's just surface level touching on, you know, why I left YouTube. But I'm back. I'm here. Y'all will get videos, as many videos as I can supply, many vlogs, many, you know, talking about going from single motherhood to, you know, married, which is also crazy. Next thing I wanted to touch on, I know there was a video prior to me leaving YouTube that I made talking about our TTC journey, which is basically, I was just talking about trying to conceive, and me and babe decided we're gonna pause on that. We're gonna pause on the baby, at least intentionally trying to have a baby, because it was just stressful. Like, it wasn't fun no more. It was stressful. Like, we gotta do this thing at this time, and I gotta check this ovulation. It was too much. It was not fun. It was very stressful on top of school. So unless God says otherwise, we just plan to wait to intentionally have a baby until I'm done with school, until I'm graduated. That's what we're doing. I'm sorry. I know some family members is watching this. I'm sorry. We love y'all. We love y'all. But honestly, even if I got pregnant tomorrow, Bailey already about to be 7. There's going to be a huge age gap regardless. There is going to be an age gap. And I had to come to that realization, y'all. Because I did not want Bailey to be like super older than the rest of our kids. But she's going to be 7, so she already is gonna be super older than the rest of the kids, and that's just what it is. So I found peace in that. I prayed to God about that, and I know in the right timing we will have more children, because babe does not have any biological children, but Bailey is his child. So, you know, we're fine, we're good. We do plan to have more kids though. We need me to graduate, and got some other stuff behind the scenes. I don't know if babe want to talk about it. But anyway, that's what we got going on when it comes to trying for baby Jones. All right, and so I'm gonna talk about parenting. Y'all, parenting is definitely different now since Bailey is 6. Sis is very intelligent. She comprehends so much. And I'm learning that my parenting like has to adjust in each stage that she is in, because like, I would try to explain things, still tell the truth, because I don't believe in lying to children. I just don't. Like, telling the truth in the best way that I feel like she would understand it and receive it as a child. My parenting has definitely adjusted. I will say, like, coming together, parenting is fine. Let's talk about marriage. Let's move to marriage, because this goes into that, and let's just talk about it. So marriage is amazing. I'm not gonna front. I love my husband. Godly marriage is the best way to be, the best way to go. Like, I don't see how people have marriage and don't have Jesus, because you need him. You need him, because y'all gonna have some moments. Like, the first year, me and babe are in our first year of marriage. We will be married 1 year in August 12th. And it has been difficult, but it's also been very beautiful. Yeah, I made a video, I remember at this point it had to be like 2 or 3 years ago. I might link it down below, but I talked about there's beauty in the struggle, like the J. Cole song. I don't listen to J. Cole no more, but like the J. Cole song, there's beauty in the struggle. Like the struggle is beautiful. And in this first year of marriage, everything that me and, you know, babe are going through, it's a struggle. It is a struggle on our finances, it's a struggle on everything, and it's been hard. But truth be told, there's so much beauty in it, and it's so beautiful seeing us come together and work it out so we can see our family, like as a team, so we can see our family win. Jesus is so good, okay? Let me say that. Jesus is so good. Like seeing us work together, like, okay, you know, just discussing things and trying to like just figure it out. Like marriage is truly, it's teamwork. I really genuinely feel like there can't be a dictator. Like, yes, my husband is the head of my household, let's not get it twisted. He's the head of the household. Yeah, I'm the neck. The head and the neck work together. And my camera's about to die, so I'm trying to wrap it up. The head and the neck work together, guys. That's how it goes. Like my husband says, okay, babe, I think you need to do this. There's a lot of times, now mind y'all, I was a single mom 5 years, so I'm very strong-willed. There was a lot of times I'm like thinking in my head, bro, I don't want to do that. No. But then there's the aspect of, this is my husband. If he's the, what is it, the bigger vessel? I think it says in the word. The bigger vessel. I need to listen to my husband. Even if sometimes I think my husband wrong, as long as it's not catastrophic, we gonna be alright and we can move forward. Like, so you need Jesus in your marriage, you need the Holy Spirit in your marriage, you need all of that in your marriage, because it's such a beautiful thing. But without that aspect, I really don't see how it works. I really don't. Like, and y'all, I've been married before. Prior to, it was very short, limited time, but we didn't have God, we didn't have Jesus, we didn't have the Holy Spirit, we didn't have none of that. And yeah, well, it ended the way it ended, or whatever. So I think I just touched on all of, yeah, I touched on parenting, I touched on marriage. Yeah, honestly, y'all, it's just a huge blessing. I cannot wait to like move forward, and me and baby been married like 15-20 years, and we could talk about that and just like how we worked together and how we persevered, and you know, just how we raised our kids and all of, like, I love it here. The streets is ghetto. I feel for y'all though, because the streets are very ghetto, but single season is necessary. I will say that before my camera died. The single season is very necessary. Do not take it for granted. Do not just sit there and dwell, be like, where my man at? Because a man does not fix anything. Jesus does. So, yes. Utilize your single season to get you in order, because whatever you're going through, you do bring that into marriage. Whatever baggage you bring that into marriage, be cognitive of that, be aware of that. And don't just be like, oh, my life will be so much better when my husband get here or my wife get here. No. Prepare for the blessing. So before my camera died, you guys stay blessed. You guys stay encouraged and stay in the word, honey. Bye.
Yeah, it's just you